EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Play action. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Burrow looking to pass. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 7 yards, the pickup there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to Mixon on first down, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Christian Wilkins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things, getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, it lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. But Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
On play action, here's Tua. And his pass incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. And running the jet sweep here to Parker. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays. And this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. And he fires one, but incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drop.
He's got a man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. 30. Past the 20. 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Over the middle, complete. It's Fuller. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. They get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Tua throwing here complete to Gaskin.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half, 10-7, our score. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On third down, Mixon. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Waddle now to return it. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Working with his 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Tua, the final shot before half. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because
and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow will throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry. And rush coming, and he's taken down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 58 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. First down. Here's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do work.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And some room to work. He spins free. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a 1st down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this fourth quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trey Hendrickson picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack on first down, Tua. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on second down. Tua. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now Tua. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 98 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami. The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So